Hello and welcome to ElectroTrends. In this video, we will be discussing about CMOS inverter. Inverter is one of the basic logic gates whose output is defined as the complement of input. This is the circuit symbol for an inverter. Now let's look at its truth table. When the input is low, output is high, and when the input is high, output is low. This was just a brief intro of an inverter. Now let's analyze a circuit that actually implements it using CMOS. This circuit has a PMOS M1, NMOS M2 with their drains shorted together and output taken from the drain. Source of PMOS connected to VCC, source of NMOS connected to ground, gates of both the MOSFETs shorted together and input applied to the gate terminal of both the MOSFETs. Now let's verify if this circuit actually works as an inverter or not. I will be assuming that you know the basic working of MOSFETs, but still as a revision, let me brief you quickly about some of its basics. NMOS. ID/VDS characteristics of an NMOS goes like this. For gate source voltage to be less than the threshold voltage of the MOSFET, the device is in cutoff region and no current flows through the transistor. As we increase the gate source voltage, device starts to conduct, and neglecting the channel length modulation effect, the graph goes like this. When the transistor is conducting, it can work either in triode region or saturation region. When the drain source voltage is greater than or equal to gate source voltage minus threshold voltage, it works in saturation. And in triode region, when drain source voltage is less than gate source voltage minus threshold voltage. Drain to source current flowing in an NMOS when operated in triode region is given by the equation ID is equal to mu n Cox W by L VGS minus VT into VDS minus half of VD square. And when it is operated in saturation region, the equation is given by ID is equal to half of mu n Cox W by L VGS minus VT square. Similar is the case of PMOS transistor with slight changes in its equation. For VSG less than or equal to VT, transistor is in cutoff. Note that the voltage was gate to source voltage for NMOS and it is source to gate voltage for PMOS. Now increasing the VSG voltage above VT leads to the following graph. When source to drain voltage is less than source to gate voltage minus VT, the PMOS is working in triode region. But when VDS is greater than VSD minus VT, it is working in saturation region. Source to drain current flowing in a PMOS when operated in triode region is given by the equation ID is equal to mu p Cox W by L VSG minus VT into VDS minus half of VDS square, and ID is equal to half of mu p Cox W by L VSG minus VT whole square when it is working in saturation region. Now let us go back to our CMOS inverter and using these conditions and equations analyze the circuit. Case 1. Suppose we apply a logic high at the input of the circuit. Taking a high to be VDD, we get A is equal to VDD. Source gate voltage VSG for M1 will become VDD minus VDD, which is equal to 0 and is less than VT. So M1 will be in cutoff region. Therefore no current will flow through M1. M2 on other hand has VGS is equal to VDD minus 0 equal to VDD, which is greater than VT. So it will conduct current. As M1 is in cutoff and M2 is conducting, output Y can be seen as connected to ground and thus the output will be low. We can visualize the same result using ID/VDS characteristics of MOSFET also. For gate voltage equal to VDD, NMOS curve goes something like this. And for PMOS, it is simply a straight line as it is in cutoff region. So the intersection of the two graphs occurs at this point and it is the point on graph at which the circuit is actually operating. This point tells us that the circuit is operating at low voltage and current, ideally 0. So we can conclude that when the input is high, output is low. Similarly, consider the case when input is logic low. A is equal to 0 volts. Source to gate voltage of M1 is VDD minus 0, which is equal to VDD, and is greater than threshold voltage. Thus it is conducting. And gate source voltage of M2 is 0, which is less than Vt, so M2 is in cutoff region. As M1 is conducting and M2 is in cutoff, output Y can be seen as connected to VDD and the output is logic high. Visualizing the same thing on graph, we can see for gate voltage to be 0, NMOS graph is like this and PMOS graph. Here also the intersection of the two graphs gives the operating point, which tells us that the circuit is operating at high voltage with 0 current. Combining the results of the two cases we discussed, we can write that for input low, output is high, and for the input high, output is low. This is the same truth table as we saw earlier in this video. So this circuit actually works as an inverter. In the next video, voltage transfer characteristic of our CMOS inverter will be discussed. So do subscribe for more awesome electronics tutorials.